Guide, Captain Dave Hansen with another phenomenal podcast for today. I got my guides. I got Pablo and Justin joining us today. We're going to talk everything about the season, what's coming up, what's on the table. We're going to be talking Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Festival. We're going to be talking all about lobsters and the rest of the season, and it's coming to an end, gang. We got 1 month left. March 20th is the last day of lobster season. So you're going to want to know what Pablo and Justin have been doing. If you've been living under a rock, then you haven't seen any of Justin's live shows. But we're going to talk about the live shows. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. Most of you should have, if you're on our mailing list, you should have got the Promar Pro Mesh Series Net email this morning when you woke up. It should have been in your inbox. That is a must-have. We'll talk about that with Justin and Pablo. We'll talk about all the things you need to have on your boat. We're talking about Promar. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. It's going to be the fastest 1 hour you've ever seen. Those of you that are on your lunch break, you know this thing flies by. Those of you that are watching on Facebook, thank you very, very much for all your support. It is absolutely incredible, the numbers right now. The numbers are insane. We just hit 68,000 followers on Instagram. We just hit 276,000 followers on Facebook. We just hit 67,500 followers on YouTube. It's just absolutely mind-boggling to me. And over on TikTok, we're at 120,000 followers on TikTok. Threads, we're at 200, or we're at 98,000, and on X, we're at 42,000. And then we had just over 100,000 downloads on the podcast across all the podcast carriers. I'm blown away. I just can't express enough how much we all appreciate everything you all do. And if it wasn't for this audience, none of this would be possible. I wouldn't be doing this show every day if you all weren't watching, if we weren't getting the thousands and thousands of views every day. But gang, I can't thank you all enough, and I sure hope that I get to see all of you at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Festival. It's going to be a big show for your saltwater guide. I'm going to have Justin, Pablo, and Sonny there. Their wives will all be there. Their children will be there. You can meet us all. You can meet Justin, Pablo, Sonny. You can talk to them about trying to get them out on your boat or getting out with them on their boats. But we are super, super busy. Your saltwater guide team is busier than you can even comprehend. It's just mind-boggling. We have no downtime. There's no winter time in your saltwater guide. Darren, as you know, you went out fishing. Fish are biting. Lobsters are crawling, and our boats are running every day. We are just busy, busy, busy. But Pablo has some openings. We're going to talk about that today. We want to get you all out there doing this hoop net thing. So pay attention, kick back, relax, enjoy your lunch hour, and we're going to bring in Pablo and Justin right now. Oh, yeah, brand new. We just started doing this. That's why you didn't know the show. You didn't know. Here we go. Bringing you guys in. I'm trying to shut the phone down. Justin, Pablo, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Morning, everybody.
So, Pablo, what's going on, man? You had a trip yesterday. What's going on? Do you got any hoop net availability coming up? I mean, I know there's a lot of people that want to go, but I don't know if they know that you're running these trips down there in Mission Bay, and you're being very successful. Why don't you talk about that for a little bit?
Yeah, thanks, Cap. It's been good down in Mission Bay. We've been going probably 3-4 times a week, and I still have a lot of openings to finish off the season, and pretty ready to go pretty much each and every night to finish the season off. And it's been good. We have to contend with a few obstacles there. If we're going to go outside or anywhere near the harbor entrance, when the waves get pumped up pretty big, then that can be a little problematic for us. But for the most part, inside the harbor has been good. It's been steady. Some nights are slower than others, but for the most part, we always stick with it, and we get them. We get them every time we go out.
Yeah, I've been watching what you've been doing. I've been watching some of the guys that don't go with you, but follow your game plan, which is an incredible thing over at your Saltwater Guide. You and Justin help out everybody over there, even if they're not going on your boats. You guys are putting them right on the lobsters. So many people, Pablo, if you were to go to our website, gang, and look at your Saltwater Guide and check out the community, the praise for what you're doing, Pablo, is absolutely incredible. There's so many people down there in Mission Bay that had no idea there was this. First of all, that there was this many lobsters in the bay, and then second of all, that there was this many fish in the bay. I listened to, or excuse me, I watched one of the guys posted a video talking about how you helped him out while he was out on the water. This is incredible. This has never happened, gang. No one. Let me tell you, I've been in this industry, making a living in the industry since 1974. I don't ever remember anybody sharing what they're doing out on the water or helping you when you're out on the water. Justin has a plethora of stories he can get into here, but Pablo, now that you're involved in this thing, you're helping people down there in Mission Bay. It's a pretty incredible thing, right?
Oh man, yeah, it's so rewarding too when you give somebody some helpful tips, you hope, and you're trying to point them in the right direction. And we have a great pulse, being out there almost each and every day. So when somebody takes our advice and then they do really well and have a great time, and then they actually publicly praise you. I mean, it's, I don't like being publicly praised. You guys know me very well, but it is very, very nice when people it lets us know, how important and how special this community is. But you're right. I mean, in the past few days, I was kind of laughing. I'm like, wow, these guys are all in my neighborhood and they're all stoked on, the tips and the game plans. And, like you said, they call me. I've had plenty of people just like Justin, people call me when they're out in the water, when they're launching their boat, or, ask me what they should do, or something's not working. They're calling me midstream and they're like, what should I do? And I'll tell them, okay, well, go try this or that. And, I can't give too many specifics here on the exact details, but that's the beauty of being your Saltwater Guide member, is we will do our best to point you in the right direction each and every day.
Well, here's something that blows my mind is I enjoy the praise, and I eat it up and I love it. And there's nothing better than when Kelly girl and I wake up in the morning and we flip open our phone and we see somebody saying, hey, just look at that. And their child holds up a 10-pound lobster and they're like, Justin put us right on these. Or then the next one is Pablo put us on these. And everybody on the boat's holding up lobsters and they have a net full of them on their feet. Or the next one is, hey, Pablo put me on the artificial reef and told me exactly where to fish on it. And we caught limits of whitefish and we caught a bunch of bass, and we caught fish until our arms hurt. Gang, this stuff, me personally, I eat it up. I eat it alive. I think it's the greatest thing in the world. And if you haven't been a part of our website, you haven't seen what we're doing something no one's ever done in this industry. And believe me, when people go, oh, we don't share, you go figure it out on your own. Listen, I was that guy. I was him. I helped build the sewer. I was like the guy with the shovel digging the deepest holes, and we didn't share anything ever. And if you did share, you were out of the club. You were kicked out. You weren't allowed to be into the clique. You weren't allowed to share. If you got caught sharing, it was a big no-no. Well, I changed that thing about 15 years ago when I started working with Fish Dope and started sharing everything out on the water and started giving them all the great reports that I gave them. Now we're doing it at a different level than anybody's ever done it before. We have live guides out on the water every single day that are giving you real honest to God reports. And then here's Pablo's phone number right here. And you can call Pablo in the middle of your trip if you're a member of the website, and you can ask him, hey, what's going on? I'm failing. There's nothing like that available out there. It is absolutely amazing. So listen, the phone number's right there for Pablo. Don't call him right now. We're in the middle of this show. but afterwards text him. You want to get out there and you want to get some lobsters. You got to get some lobsters for the end of the season. The end is always the very, very best part of this season, gang. If you're like, well, I didn't get out in time. Gang, I talk about it. I have videos on your Saltwater Guy website. If the Fish and Wildlife paid attention, they would end the season already. Because, Justin, how many lobsters have you pulled up with, they're just pasted, and then you tear the tail off and it's just starting to load up with eggs? If you guys, I didn't make the law. I'm just trying to live within it, gang. And these lobsters are in the spawning mode right now. They're balled up like you can't even believe. So if you think that you missed out on the season, you're blowing it. So listen, Pablo, we're going to jump over to Justin here in a minute, but there's a lot of people driving around in their cars that don't know, they can't see what's up on the screen, your phone number. Give them slowly, remember they're driving in their cars, give them your phone number and let them know you're available to take them fishing.
Yeah, thank you, Captain Dave. 619-431-3070. 619-431-3070. I have a lot of random days, too many to list which days are open and which ones aren't. But if you call me, I will answer and I'll let you know what's available and we'll get you out there. Mission Bay's been good. Have a couple trips this weekend, and I think I have a couple open parties as well. And if you guys can get it together, I'll even do more open parties. Just get a hold of me and we'll make it happen. Get you out there.
Yeah, there you go, gang. So we have this guy just put this up here, and he doesn't quite understand how everything works. So Topher, I'm going to try to help you out here and try to make you understand what's going on. Here's what I do. Your saltwater guide, Captain Dave Hansen. I get 30 million views a month on social media, okay? I put out 3 brand new videos every single day. Every single day. I'm an entertainment channel, and it's on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, X, and all these videos go out every single day. I do this live podcast Monday through Fridays. I bring in people like Pablo and Justin and all kinds of really big guests. And I do all of this every single day to bring you entertainment. Unlike a TV show that you watch that you can see it for 7 minutes and then there's 13 commercials and then there's another 7 minutes of the TV show and then 13 minutes of commercials and then another 7 minutes. This is it. This is what I do. So when you send me a star or you send me a tip, it helps. If you look behind me, I have a monkey. That's a rescue monkey that I saved from a family down here in Mexico. I have 4 rescue cats. I have a beautiful wife, Kelly, and myself. We do this every single day for the hope that maybe somebody enjoys it and will give us a little bit of their hard-earned money for the entertainment value. That's what it's all about. It has nothing to do with the views. I get plenty of views whether you give me $1 or not. But the reason why we ask for all that, Topher, is because it takes a phenomenal amount of time to do everything that we do. So therefore, if you enjoy it and you have a good time and you like what you're watching, then please feel, and if you don't, that's okay too. I'm not a beggar. I'm just letting you know that that's why I always start the show off asking for your kindness, for some stars or some tips. So now hopefully you understand what's going on. There is nobody in the fishing industry that puts out more content than I do. There isn't. I'm sorry. You can tell me there is, and grab those people and throw them up here and let me see their stuff. Because there is nobody in the fishing industry that puts out 3 brand new videos every day and does a live podcast 5 days a week. So there you go, Topher. You got me. You got my attention, and I had to address it. And Mike Lewis, thank you for jumping in there and helping me out, and Matt and everybody else that watches me every day. All right. Okay, gang. Me and Pablo are going to sit back now and listen to Justin. All right, Justin, you got it, buddy. What's going on? What have you been doing?
We've been killing the lobsters, killing halibut. We've been slaying everything. Limits. It's all it's all about. And Southern California is phenomenal right now. It is. I've never seen this type of lobster fishing ever, and I've been netting for a long time. It's absolutely phenomenally crazy out there. I can't even explain it. It's pretty good. We try new spots all the time, and the new spots are even producing. It's unreal. And thanks to all of you, I am pretty well booked up for the season. I may open up one day here, one day there, but that's it. But yeah, I'm booked up for lobster fishing. So if you want to go fishing, though, on the other hand, there's some really good halibut fishing right now. We put it out on a game plan, and people are absolutely killing it. Didn't a member just say they got like 7 or 11 of them or something like that, halibut, going to the spot? And then the lobster fishing as well on a game plan. Put them on the spot. They're catching limits as well. It's pretty phenomenal out there. But the number one thing is going to be for lobster fishing, fresh bait. If you don't have fresh bait, you're going to still catch them. You're not going to catch as many. So, but look at Pablo. Seriously, has anyone seen the reports from Pablo? I know Pablo can't go live or anything because he has a really bad shoulder. And so everyone knows going live is a lot of hard work. It's really hard. If you see me out there, it's really hard. I'm holding the phone, trying to make sure my $800 phone doesn't fall into the water. And I'm driving the boat, paying attention to the deck, trying to make everyone happy and paying attention to my surroundings all at the same time. It's pretty crazy. For those of you that went with me, you see it's pretty crazy up on the wheelhouse. So Pablo, unfortunately, only has one arm to work with. He can't do it. But if you've seen his reports, it is unreal. You're killing it, Pablo. Like, you're freaking killing it out there. And I don't think people understand how many lobsters you're getting. You're limiting just like I am. You're getting the same results. And people, I see a lot of reports on other Facebook forums and stuff, how slow it is out there, how slow San Diego is. But you're killing it just like I am. You're getting limits every time. So if you're out in the San Diego area or LA area and you want to go with Pablo, I would highly recommend going with Pablo. I know everyone wants that now, but unfortunately you can't. But Pablo, go with Pablo.
Yeah, I was trying to get on Justin's too. I was like, hey man, how can I get on your boat? I want to come up there, but no, just kidding. But I'm not kidding. I am going on his boat, right? Soon.
We're all going on the night of the 6th, gang. You don't understand. On the night of the 6th, March 6th, we're all coming. Kelly Girl and I are flying into town on the 5th. The morning of the 6th, we're all meeting at the Orange County Fairgrounds, and we're going to set up your Saltwater Guides booth. And then the whole entourage, there's going to be about 30 of us on Justin's boat. But we're all going to watch Kelly Girl hoop net. Everybody wants to come watch Kelly Girl hoop net because we're hoping to see her catch one bigger than the one she's already got. You know, she has the largest lobster ever caught in California. So we're all excited. Kelly Girl is super excited. She went on the AFCO website last night and got her new bib overalls and her new waterproof jacket and her boots. And she's going to be looking sharp out there. And she's going to show Amanda and she's going to show Kate how to hoop net, even though they both know how. Kelly Girl's bringing it to a whole different level, gang, and the rest of us are going to kick back and watch. It's going to be insane. The views, we thought we had a lot of views when Amir was on the boat, and we did. We had 150,000 views, and that's an incredible number. But to have Amanda, Kate, and Kelly on the boat hooping and the rest of us watching, I think the views are going to go. I think 150,000 is just a pipe dream. I think that it's going to be just mind-boggling, gang, and you don't want to miss out on that show. It's going to be insane. But like Justin was saying just a minute ago, there is no reason to not go with Pablo, and we're still honoring the $1,000 biggest lobster, and it can be on Pablo's boat in Mission Bay, or it can be on Justin's boat in LA, Long Beach Harbor. Justin, right now, what's the biggest? I know Anthony has it. What's the size so everyone knows what to shoot for?
So it's under 10 pounds, which is really small. Well, not really small, but it's 8.9. And that should be easy to beat. And so everyone knows before Dave and Kelly Girl put out that whole $1,000 thing, we were live. I think it was season 1, episode 2 or episode 3 of Netflix. When we went live and we got a 14.25 pound lobster.
Thank God I wasn't paying the money then.
What's that?
Thank God I didn't put the contest out then.
Right. After that, shortly at like episode 4 or 5, Dave and Kelly Girl put out that $1,000 thing. So it shouldn't be hard to beat. We've been trying to fricking get a bigger one. I've been trying really hard, but we keep getting a whole bunch of legal ones. So we've been limiting out every time. So yeah, it's been pretty good.
And if we think back to the days when we got the giant ones, like the 17-pound lobster I got and the 15-pound lobster and Kelly's 18 3/4-pound lobster, those nights we caught, well, the night we got the 17, we caught 2 legal lobsters the whole night, a 1-pounder and a 17-pounder. Okay.
Yeah.
When you're getting the crawl like Justin and Pablo are getting, it's hard to get that big one because those little ones are so much more aggressive. And those big ones, I don't know if you guys know anybody in their 70s, but they're not moving quite as fast as the teenagers. And that's what's going on out there. A 15-pound lobster or above is 60 plus years old. So they're not moving that quick. They're not moving like Marley is behind me right now. So they're moving kind of slow. But here, I want you to see something. I have this video ready to go. Let's watch this for a minute. We'll come right back.
The 2024 fishing and boating season at the most exciting saltwater, freshwater, and recreational outdoor show in Southern California at the amazing Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show. Orange County Fair and Event Center, March 7th through the 10th. Trout ponds for the kids and an unbelievable lineup of seminars with the most knowledgeable and experienced captains, guides, and professionals in the business. Over 3 acres of exhibits, boats, and incredible early season discounts. Bring the entire family. Orange County Fair and Event Center, March 7th through the 10th.
Gang, your Saltwater Guide, Captain Dave Hansen with a big announcement. Your Saltwater Guide app and website now has availability to post your videos and all of your pictures with full security, zero negativity allowed on our community, on our website with over 580 how-to videos. This is the best website for fishermen on the planet Earth with game plans and hot spots and tutorials on how to catch fish. You will not be disappointed with your Saltwater Guide. Check it out, gang. We have a 3-day trial right now, also free, absolutely free. All you have to do is call me at 949-374-0786 to check out your Saltwater Guide app and website. Gang, your Saltwater Guide, Captain Dave Hansen with a big announcement. Your Saltwater Guide app and website. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to replay that. Boo-boo. I made a boo-boo. It's probably going to be the last boo-boo I make. Gang, the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Festival is going to be incredible. It's all 7 halls at the Orange County Fairgrounds. There's over 250 exhibitors, the biggest names in the industry. Then, on top of all that, a gigantic boat show going to be occurring outside in what you would call the breezeway, which is like a huge mall area. And out there's also going to be food trucks. There's going to be live entertainment. Then inside the big hangar, and if you've ever been to the Orange County Fairgrounds, you know what we're talking about. In the hangar, big giant roll open doors. The very back part of the hangar, there's going to be the main stage where all the speakers are going to be speaking up on the stage. Your Saltwater Guide booth will be inside that building. Then off to the left hand, if you're looking out the hangar, off to the left hand side, out in one of the other breezeways where all the boats are, there's going to be another stage, which is going to be basically set up for your Saltwater Guide. Pablo will be on the stage, Justin will be on the stage, Sonny will be on the stage, and I will be on the stage. And we'll be talking all about our website. We'll be talking all about you guys, all of you that I've helped, and all of you that Justin has helped, and Pablo's helped, and Sonny's helped. You guys are going to be the stars. We're going to be showing videos of you guys. We're going to be showing all your testimonials. All that stuff's going to be happening at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Festival. If you've never been to this show, I'm telling you what, the shows they just had, it's nothing like that. You're going to be blown away. When you show up, first thing that's going to catch you is the line. The line is going to be mind-boggling. The line is super long, but how can you avoid part of that line by buying your tickets online before you get there. If you wait till you get there, you're going to be sad. You watch this and you're going to go, oh, I should have listened to Dave. Buy your tickets online. You don't want to miss this show. It's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th at the Orange County Fairgrounds. And then here's where it gets really interesting, gang. Justin and Pablo will have a table set up in our booth. We have a big 20-foot booth, just like we had last year. We're going to have the layout a little bit different. Pablo and Justin will have their own part of the booth. They're going to be signing you up for charters and guide services with a great discount. This will be the last discount of the year. There won't be any more. Gang, if you see what Justin's doing, if you see what Pablo's doing, they really don't have time to be given a discount. But because of Bill DePriest and because of him allowing us to have our own stage at the show, we are going to give you guys a discount. So if you show up, and those of you that are regulars of Pablo's and Justin's, come to the show and book some trips with them. Justin's friend Paul that charters his boat twice a month is like, I'm going to get there early and book every day. Hey, that's what happens. That's what happens, gang. But I'm telling you, this will be your last chance for a discounted trip with Pablo or Justin. There won't be any more. Sonny's going to be there. Sonny's in Florida right now. He's doing the Justin Boat Trail World Tour of Florida, which is pretty spectacular. Kelly Girl and I got to do it, but Sonny will be there. He'll have some discounts too, but he doesn't have a charter boat like these two guys do. They have a charter boat they can take your family out on. Plus, they do the guide trips where they go with you on your boat. This will be your last chance. And I don't know what the discounts are going to be, and neither do they yet because we haven't really figured it out. But there will be discounts. You guys come to the show and meet these guys. We're all going to be super tired because we're going hooping with our wives the night before the show opens. So we're going to start off tired, and then we're going to be there. It's going to be insane, gang. It's going to be absolutely mind-blowing. What?
I'll hopefully have some of that crazy coffee.
Yeah, bring the crazy coffee. That stuff looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring the crazy coffee. And here's the other thing, gang. If you were at the show last year, then you already know. There'll be an ocean of these shirts. It'll be a humongous sea of your saltwater guide shirts. We're the most active social media fishermen on the planet. There's nobody that puts out more stuff. If you show up wearing one of these shirts or a hat from your saltwater guide, you're going to have the opportunity to get free stuff. All of our sponsors, Promar, Akuma, Costa, Deckhand Sports, AFCO, they'll all be supplying us with some swag to give away to you. But you got to be wearing one of our shirts. And then Elliot's going to be giving guys another type of deal. If you download the app and sign up at the show, there'll be a smoking hot deal for you on that too. There's going to be deals like you can't comprehend. This will be your last chance for deals because then we go full speed into the season. The end of March, rockfish season opens. You're going to start seeing Justin and Pablo catching tuna right away. As soon as they open up the rockfish, every year, that's when the tuna start biting because no one's going out there looking around right now when you can't go fishing for any fish. So as soon as they open up rockfish, it's game on, and it's going to be crazy. And they're already catching sea bass at Catalina. They're catching sea bass up at the Channel Islands. There's a bunch of yellowtail roaming around up and down the coast. I know we got a huge swell and rain and wind right now, but that's going to clean back up, and it's going to be bitching. So you don't want to miss out, gang. The Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show. Show up wearing some of our swag. Show up wearing some of our clothes, and you'll be handsomely rewarded with some cool free stuff. And let me see. I think I got a QR code somewhere in here about our clothes.
So
yeah,
also,
right here.
I wanted to add also, maybe y'all didn't know this. Most of you probably didn't know about this, but this year is going to be another phenomenal year offshore. The tuna signers, the commercial guys down south, already limited out after 2 weeks in January. They're already limited. They're already done. Done. Last year, it took 4 weeks for them to limit out. This year, 2 weeks. They're already done. They're already limited. That means this year is going to be off the charts, off the hook. So when you go to the PCS show, if there's something that you need, you're going to want to buy it here. There's going to be great deals for everybody. Come with your Saltwater Guide shirt on. Get some free swag in the booth. Go buy your tuna gear, whatever you're going to want offshore. Buy the right hooks. If you have any questions at all, come and see us. Ask us. We can steer you in the right direction. Make sure you get your Promar jigs, those deception jigs. You're going to need those. I would get at least 4 to 5 of them for your boat or more. Because when you see, for us, we have 20 of them on our boat, but that's we're commercial. So 4 to 5 minimum for your boat, the deception jigs, the ones in the sardine color or the mackerel color or the anchovy color. I like the 4-ounce ones. That's the one I'm successful with. They're the Promar deception jigs. And the way you use them, and if you have any questions again at the PCS show, come and ask us. You're going to throw them out into the foamer because there's going to be 1 million foamers this year. Let it sink for 3 to 5 seconds and a steady pace in. Don't reel it too fast. And you're going to get hooked up. I get hooked up on the first or second cast every single time. And at the PCS show, go to the PCS show, great deals everywhere. I think Turner's is obviously going to be there, but they normally have the biggest sales for the Promar stuff at Turner's. So make sure you go visit that booth. Come and see us. Say hi. Yeah. Oh, and did I tell you, Pablo, and everyone else? I'm going to set up something really cool inside of our booth this year. It's going to be really cool. It's something different. And you're going to want to take pictures near it. So it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a little surprise. I'll tell you, Pablo, afterwards. It'll be a surprise. But make sure you come and see it. And get there early. So a couple words of advice. Get there early. Okay? Get in line right away. The line to see Dave and Kelly Girl alone is going to be about 14 and a half miles long. Okay? It's going to be so long, it's going to be crazy. And then Pablo and I are going to sit off to the side just waving at everybody. Hi. How you doing? Like, we're here to see Dave. Okay. That's just what's so make sure you get there early. And then after you wait the 6 hours to go and see Dave and Kelly Girl in the line, you're then going to want to walk around the show. But the show is going to be 7 halls. Okay. That is absolutely crazy. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of vendors. I would go for at least 2 days. That's what I would do. I guarantee you that Pablo and I, well, Dave definitely, he won't even be able to get out of his booth. But Pablo and I will not be able to see anything at the show that we want to see because we're going to walk around and have to go back. Walk around and have to go back. In the 4 days that we'll be there, we guarantee we will not be able to see the whole show. But I would definitely highly suggest you go there for 2 days, everyone. It's going to be so big. It's going to be crazy. Oh, and another thing. Sorry, I can talk forever about this. While you're at the show, if you're in the market for a boat, there are some smoking deals. In case no one knew about this, so years ago, well, not years ago, maybe it was in 2017, I went to one of the pools and we got $10,000 off a striper. We were in the market for a striper. Unfortunately, they don't make them anymore, but we were in the market for a striper. That's the boat I like. It was a 23-foot striper. We got $10,000 off the show. So if you're in the market for a boat, I would highly suggest go look at them at the PCS show because they're going to have phenomenal deals, amazing deals, and they will sell out. Last year at the PCS show, did you know about this, Dave? Those boats that they had out there all sold. Like on the second day, the boats were sold.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm sorry. I just was feeling, I was just getting rid of this guy that was posting a bunch of garbage just now. I don't know. He's just super jealous. Can't help it. Well, hopefully he comes to
that happens.
Hopefully he comes to the PCS show and I'll bring him up on stage and he can tell everybody what he wants to tell everybody about me. It'd be awesome. Looking at his picture, it looks like he's old enough to be my youngest son, but he knows everything about me. So it'll be exciting for you to bring him up on stage and tell us all about how dishonest Dave Hansen is. Dave Hansen's very dishonest. Really?
Yeah.
These poor little booger eaters. They just can't help it. So jealous.
Yeah.
So
jealous. Is at the PCS show, everyone. Pablo and I are going to have some phenomenal deals on charters and guiding service to come out on your boat. And like Dave said, my normal client, Paul, he comes out every other week when he can, when the weather cooperates for him. Literally every other week. He asked me what deals am I going to have at the show. I said maybe $100 to $200 off a trip. He said, "Can I book you out for the whole year, every day?" I'm all, what? So there's going to be some really good deals. Charters from anything from lobster all the way up to tuna, marlin, whatever you want to catch, everything in between. Island fishing, local fishing, everything you could think of in charters. Pablo and I do it. So you're going to get some really good deals with us. And we're going to have, this is the last time, like Dave said, we're going to have some great deals to come out on your boat and show you how to do all this great stuff that you see us doing.
Absolutely. The thing about Justin and Pablo is when you call their phone numbers, gang, they actually answer. My phone number has been on every bathroom wall in America for a very long time. I'm not afraid to talk to anybody. I know that the booger eaters jump on here and they try to get me. They're going to get me. Well, I do about 50, 60 live presentations a week all over the place. I'm all over the place, everything, everywhere. I'm very easy to find. So if I'm all that in a bag of chips, gang, then go ahead and jump out there and try. Give it your best shot. Come on. I'm ready. Check it out. But if you call Pablo or you call Justin, they're not dishonest. They're giving you the exact information that they're finding out on the water. And if you go on our website, yoursaltwaterguide.com, and you look and you start to read the testimonials, we have over 4,000 members that are having the time of their lives just catching fish. That's what it's all about. It's all about catching fish. I use the word booger eater all the time because that's a very, very nice way to call somebody a name without calling them a name. And if that offends you, I don't know. I'm not sorry. I'm definitely not sorry. Don't be a booger eater, and then I won't call you a booger eater. It's pretty easy. When I grew up working on the boats for a living every day, we got called every name in the book. And if we wanted to quit getting called names, we started doing stuff the right way. And then all of a sudden, the captains quit calling us names. And all of a sudden, we got respect. And then we got to move up the ladder. That's just the way it's been. I know that we live in a soft world now, and everyone's super soft. And you got to be really – I couldn't do it today. I could not do it. Like, I don't know, in 2014, 2015, 2016, when I was hiring deckhands, I would tell them, hey, I'm sorry, I'm going to make you cry. I've seen me do it for years. You're going to cry, you're going to be tired, and you're going to cry, and that's just the way it is, gang. And if you can't handle it, then when we get to the dock, you can leave. The only person making you do it work for me is you. I don't make anybody work for me. They were standing in line to work for me. Pablo, you probably had the same type of deal at the fire department. People, when there was an application out, they stood in line to try to get a job there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now you can't get anybody to do anything. They're all soft and they all want I'm not showing up for work without $1,000 an hour. I need $1,000 an hour. Why does a cheeseburger cost $22 at McDonald's now? Well, minimum wage is $20, gang. Figure it out. McDonald's job doesn't mean you get to buy a house because you work at McDonald's. That's not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. You got to learn a craft. And these two gentlemen that you're watching right now have learned their craft. They've learned it very, very well. And we're giving out the very, very best information. There's no one else giving out information like we give. I mean, Pablo, going back to what we talked about in the very beginning of the show, I know you and Kate have to get a kick out of seeing all the people talk so highly of you. It's just got to be the best feeling in the world.
We were actually last night, it's funny you say that, we were talking about it and talking about the fire service. And I said, we were kind of talking like, why do I have such a problem with like praise and stuff? And I think it's because as a fireman, it's just embarrassing. It's just like, oh yeah, okay. I mean, people are obviously very grateful and thankful and all that, but to us, it's like, you're just doing your job. This is what you're supposed to do. There's not, there's nothing special. It's just what we do and what we're trained to do, and we love to do it. But so I had a hard time with that, my whole career, just because that's what you're supposed to do. If people are praising you and thanking you and telling you you're awesome and you're doing your job. that's just basically you're doing what you're supposed to do. So it was a little bit harder for me. But when we were kind of when we were looking at the website last night, I was like, wow, I didn't realize there was so many so close together. And we talked about that, and like I said earlier, it's still kind of weird for me to get that praise, but I really, really do appreciate it, because just the feedback that all of us are on the right page, and that what we're doing is helping people and getting people stoked on fishing and wanting to get out there with their kids, with their relatives, with their visitors from, like, I got one from Tennessee. They were saying the other day, the guy called me on the water too. And then we had somebody come down. Juan came down for the show last weekend and took him and his family out lobster fishing on Saturday night. So yeah, it's awesome, man. It's a blessing to be part of this, and just getting the feedback just helps us all realize we're doing the right thing.
Absolutely. And then nobody, not me, not you, not Sonny, not any other captain on the planet Earth, gets more love than Justin. Oh my God. That guy, you get so much love, dude. You help so many people out. They caught their first marlin. They caught their first tuna. They caught their first halibut. They caught their first 10-pound lobster. It's just day in and day out. And we don't know who this guy is that's making all these rude comments. I thought he was blocked, but Tommy, I don't know who he is, but he's obviously a very sick individual, and hopefully somebody can get him some kind of help, because he seemed to need some mental help. And I'm hoping, and we'll put out an 800 number for him, and he can call that and try to get some help. But we're trying to be as positive as we can, so we're not going to focus too much on Crybaby. But Justin, is it mind-boggling? You were in the entertainment industry on Discovery Channel, but you didn't get to see the accolades. Now, is this mind-boggling?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I don't even know how to explain it. I couldn't be in this situation without Dave and Kelly. But it's crazy. And another thing, I wouldn't be in this situation without all of you watching. So it's just absolutely crazy. So
yeah, it's pretty special. Here, I want to show you one more video before we run out of time here, gang. Back to Promar. Because of Promar, we can do this show on Mondays and Tuesdays. Promar sponsors the Monday show and the Tuesday show. Promar makes sure that Justin has plenty of equipment to do his hoop netting trips and his tuna trips. Promar makes sure that Pablo has plenty of equipment on his boat to do his hoop net trips and his tuna trips. So I just want you to see something that's revolutionizing squid fishing. I know some of you have already seen it, but look at this. This is insane. This new net that Promar made, you throw it down below the squid that won't float, and you pull it right through the middle of that squid, and look at, there you go. Got enough squid to fish with for the day. That's all I would need for a good day of sea bass fishing or yellowtail fishing. You throw that thing in the water 4 or 5 more times, your bait tank's full. That's incredible. You can get that on the Promar website right there. The QR code's up on the screen. There'll probably be a handful of them at the show. Promar will have a big booth at the show. You can check out all their products at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show, March 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th at the Orange County Fairgrounds. It's insane. This new, I didn't mean to touch that. That was an accident. But hey, I don't have Elliot helping me produce the show. I'm producing the show all by myself. So I'm doing the best I can. But gang, Justin's going to have, I know he's a big baby. He's taking today off and he's taking tomorrow off. Then he'll be back going full speed again with these live shows. Pablo doesn't have a trip now till the 24th. We need to change that. You guys have to get out there and go hoop netting with Pablo, or go fish the artificial reefs, or go poke around La Jolla and catch a yellowtail. There's all kinds of stuff happening right now. Take advantage of Pablo having some openings and get on the phone and call him up and get in his calendar. You don't want to miss it. I'd love for you to get into Justin's calendar, but if you want to get into his calendar, you're going to have to wait until April to get into his calendar. And I guarantee you at the show, when these guys are standing there at the show with their calendars open and the people are standing in line to book, there aren't going to be very many days available. So you better take advantage of it now. And I'm not trying to be dishonest. I'm being as honest as I possibly can. If you don't think Justin's out there catching limits of lobsters every night, then we have one hell of a way to manipulate live videos, because he's doing it live, gang. I don't know how much more honest you can be than doing it absolutely live, but he's out there every night doing it live. So you'll be back out again Thursday night or Wednesday night?
I'll be out on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll be off on Sunday. Then I'll be back on Monday, Tuesday. Then I'll be off on Wednesday, and then I'll be back. So I want to bring up something really quick, and I'm not one to complain, and I don't want to really talk about this. But yesterday, as you all seen, we had a phenomenal trip, right? So when we have a normal deckhand on our boat, I mean, Ryland is normal, but an adult deckhand, they get paid with us, which is minimal amount of money. That's what we pay them, because we don't make millions of dollars like everyone thinks. We make just enough to scrape by. So we pay a minimum on the boat. And then at the end of the day, they really live on their boat, right? So yesterday we had limits, and you know what we got? We got shorted money at the end and no tip. I just want to put that out there. Whatever. You're never coming on my boat again, by the way. I'm just going to put that out there. You'll never, ever come on my boat again. You wanted to short me money and not tip? See you, buddy. That's all I want to say. I'll keep it at that.
Yeah, kind of crazy, kind of sad. Yeah, the guy's still making some lame comments.
Oh, is that the guy right there?
No, that's Tommy.
Oh, that's all what?
No, the guy's Mike Wagley, and that's probably not even his real name.
Oh.
But, yep, it is kind of amazing. But you know what? That's part of being a celebrity. That's part of being famous. That's part of getting 30 million views a month. That's just part of the deal. I mean, the guy's so
like,
if you're,
what the hell, really?
He's so jealous. Yep, I'm a washed up drug addict, and I mean nothing is what his last post said. And then he puts these up, and then he immediately erases them, and then he keeps himself blocked so we can't go and talk to him. So he's a real man, and we're very, very proud of him. He's using a fake name, and he's hiding behind his mommy's computer. It's okay. It's all right, bro. You're cool. We're good. We got this. We're just fine. So back to what we're talking about, gang. You want to get out there with Pablo. We're going to give Pablo's phone number again. We got like 55 people watching. When we first did it, we had 30. So we're back up, big audience. Slow down, give your phone number out, let them know. And Pablo will get you out there fishing. You want to get out there with him. You want to get out there. And then if you have an opportunity, if something comes up, you want to get out there and see how Justin fakes catching all those lobsters on a live show. You want to go see how we manipulate the internet so that it looks like we're catching stuff, but we're not.
Yeah.
Right? Pablo, how do we get a hold of you?
Oh, yeah. 619-431-3070. 619-431-3070. Give me a call, get you out there. The hooping, like Captain Hansen said, is going to get better and better as we get towards the close of the season. Still got another month and plenty of openings to go.
And gang, I got Jay Brewer coming on the show on Friday. Justin knows Jay. Jay owns a company called Prehistoric Pets in Huntington Beach, California. He has lots of bitchin' animals. When you come to the PCS show, Jay will be there with a bunch of his animals. You want to come and you want to check it out. He'll probably have snapping turtles and lizards and snakes and maybe even a baby alligator or two. You just don't know what Jay's going to show up with. But that's one of the cool things about the PCS show. There's so much cool stuff for kids. I'll be there with a giant bag of swag to give away to all the children. You bring your kids to my seminar. We make them super special. And then Ryland is going to be given a seminar off to the side for the children at the show, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I'm super excited about that. It's going to be fun to see how he interacts with all the young fishermen out there, because Ryland's like superstar on the show. If you guys have been watching, Ryland's 9 years old. He just did 3 days straight fishing lobsters with his dad, 3 days straight. And he was at the rail last night till the very end. Gang, most of your teenage children couldn't even do that. They would be crying and they'd need all kinds of stuff and they wouldn't do it. Ryland's out there every night kicking butt. He's going to be at the show. He's going to be up on stage with me. You saw him on the promo I just showed. Ryland came up and we talked about how to clean a lobster last year. He's going to be doing a little mini seminar for your children. He'll be talking to them off to the side. Justin, Pablo, and Sonny and I will be on the stage talking. And I am so excited about the PCS show, gang. I'm so excited. Kelly girl and I, we don't get to come up to Southern California together very often. I got my good friend Shayla and her boyfriend Eric coming down here to take care of Marley and the cats. So Kelly and girl and I get to travel together, which I'm super excited about. And maybe Mike Wagley will meet us there, or Waggy Lee, or whatever he wants to call himself. And that would even be more exciting. I would be so fired up to meet you. I would be super excited to meet you. I would be so excited. That would be so fun to meet a true fan, a real honest to God fan that spends most of his day obsessing about me. That would be epic. I would be so stoked.
That would be
huh?
That would be so funny. That would be hilarious.
It would be wonderful. It would be wonderful.
Really quick, he's not a Your Saltwater Guide member. I just want to leave it. I don't want to talk about him anymore. His name's Kevin Singh. I'll throw him out there. I don't care. But I don't want to talk about him anymore. It is what it is. He's not allowed on my boat. Nor is he going to be allowed on anyone else's boat that I know. So that's all. Yeah,
we're done. It's
right in the other room. I just texted him. I'm all, come over here. But he's got to put a shirt on his head. He's tired. He's real beat.
Yeah, and then your son's kind of filling in for you right now while you got that hurt wheel, right, Pablo?
Oh yeah, Caden, he's been getting after it. He fished hard all day yesterday with me, and then obviously Saturday night when we went hooping. And yeah, we've been having some long days, but he's digging it. He's getting his ticket, as we call it, coming up here. So he's working on the classes for his captain's license, and then he'll probably get it by June.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. That would be awesome. Yeah, now the guy's pissing off
Here's
my
the next
wife.
ticket guy.
Now the guy's pissing off Kelly girl. I'm sorry. Now the guy's pissing off Kelly girl. We can't block him because we can't find him. We can't see him. He's hiding behind some kind of guard. I don't even see his comments, so I don't know what's going on.
I don't see it either.
But everyone else is seeing it, so he's got some really spectacular. He's got something really spectacular going on. We'll get Elliot on the case. That's not going to be good for Mr. Wagley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryland, what's going on, my man? Are you tired?
No.
No? You were a little tired last night at 10 o'clock at night when we were counting those lobsters. You were a little tired.
How many nights in a row did you work?
3.
3 nights in a row. This little dude, how old are you?
9.
Was a deckhand. Killing it, huh? And what do you wear the whole time?
Promar gloves.
Oh, yeah. He carries them everywhere with him. He has them all the time. Huh? I know.
Smart man.
Yeah, Ryland, I just want to tell you, I was watching you very closely the last 3 nights, and I'm very, very, I don't even know the proper word, but I've been watching deckhands for a very, very long time, and I had a really hard time finding anything you were doing wrong, and I wanted to so bad. I wanted to find stuff you were doing wrong, and I couldn't. It's amazing. Anybody with a work ethic like you, I would be totally stoked to have you work for me on the boat. You did such a phenomenal job night after night. I know that the first night you weren't quite ready for it. It got you, you were a little tired. You kept asking your dad what time it was. And you know what was amazing, Rylan? It was 7:30 for 2 hours. It was every time you asked your dad what time it was, and he knew why you were asking. He knew you wanted to go lay down, and he would say, "It's 7:30, Rylan." And Kelly girl was looking at her phone, and she goes, "It's 8:45." I go, I know. She's trying to keep him up. He doesn't want him to go lay down.
She was like, "What time is it?"
Okay. This is the fun stuff you get to see if you watch our live shows at night with Justin, and Ryland's working on the boat, and he's going to be out on the boat with Jeanette here real soon. That's going to be a really fun show to watch. A little bit of fishing, a little bit of hooping, and it's just going to be insane, gang. And I just am so happy that this community is what it is, and it makes me feel so good inside that there's so much positivity out there. And, you know, there's one person all the time, and it's okay, gang. It really doesn't affect me. If you were to go into my comments and look, if you were to scroll down our comments and look, if I was worried about some little booger eater talking to me like that, I would be curled up in a ball sucking my thumb. I have 3 videos right now that are absolutely viral on social media, all with millions of views. 2 of them on how to tie up the boat, and 1 of them on how to park the boat. And all 3 of them have the most vile stuff going on them, telling me about what I don't know. So believe me, this poor little guy on here that's obsessed with us doesn't really bother me. I'd hate to see him meet some of you guys, though. That would be pretty sad.
I'd like to meet him. I'm just saying.
There's a lot of fans that would love to meet you, Mike. They would be so happy to meet you. And we're not threatening you. We just want to meet you and buy you a cup of coffee and have a conversation with you. We think it would be so fun. But I know you won't show up. Your mom probably won't let you use the car that day, so it'll be okay. But I'll pay for your Uber, though, because I know you're not old enough to drive. So I'll pay for your Uber. You can come to the show. I'll leave you tickets at Will Call. You can come on in and check us all out. That would be fun. I'll even bring you up on stage, and you can come up there and do a seminar. Yep. It would be wonderful. So, gang, don't forget to check us out. Don't forget to get a hold of Pablo. Don't forget to get a hold of Justin. You want to get in on this phenomenal lobster season, historic lobster season. You're going to be talking about this year for a long time to come. I don't know if it'll be anything close to like it is next year, because we've never seen anything like this before, ever. In all the years that I've fished for a living, we never saw anything like this.
And we're going to the same spots. We're going to the same spots that we've been going for years and years. I'm going to the same spots that Dave's been going for 30 years. And I've only been doing it for, 15 or something? I'm going to the same spots. And it's just mind-boggling of how many lobsters decided they wanted to go in your net. It's crazy.
It's pretty spectacular. So don't miss out on it. This is the season that they're going to talk about for years. Like I talk about 1983, the El Nino of 83, and you hear a bunch of the old timers, Mark Wish, myself, Frank Lepresti. We talk about 83 and how spectacular it was. Well, that's what you're going to be in 15 or 20 years from now. You're going to be talking about the lobster crawl of 2014, and you're going to be going, I wish I could have showed you, son, or I wish I could have showed you, Dad. Don't miss out on a game because it's historic and you're going to be talking about it for a very, very long time. Don't miss out on the opportunity, because I guarantee you after this show, we got 70-some people watching live right now. Pablo's going to get some bookings right now. Things are going to start to happen. And then at the PCS show, you could just want to get there early. And you want to get in front of Justin or Pablo as quickly as you can. They're going to book up fast. And you could probably, after that show, you could probably forget about any weekends. I'll just say that right now. You can forget about weekends after the PCS show. And then the rest is going to be filling in on the weekdays. And if you own a boat, these 2 gentlemen right here are licensed guides. So there's a lot of people that will go out with you on your boat. They don't really know what they're doing, but they'd be more than happy to take your money. And some of them are charging thousands and thousands of dollars. I don't even know why you hire them, but you do. And they're not licensed, and they don't really know what they're doing. They just jumped in on this giant bluefin fad.
And they only fish 2 to 3 months out of the year. That's it. No other time. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, but gang, these are licensed guides. They're licensed from the United States. From the California Fish and Wildlife. They're bonded, licensed guides. They come with you on your boat, teach you how to fish on your boat. You want to check them out, go to promarahi.com if you want to check out all those cool products. The people that are watching the show, you can grab it with your QR code. You can get all that right there on Promar. Your saltwater guide, I'm almost impossible to not see. You can find me everywhere on every social media platform. My website's the best website ever made for fishermen by a fisherman. We don't play hide the ball. My phone number's everywhere. Justin's phone number's everywhere. Pablo's is everywhere. Pablo, hit him with your phone number one last time. We're going to get off of here.
619-431-3070.
Yeah, there you go. Make sure you give him a call.
Jeanette said he needs a BF, either a best friend or a boyfriend. Which one is
Or
it?
a bluefin.
Oh, that's it. I'm just kidding.
There you go. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching our show today. And Mike, especially you, thank you so much. You made this so much more fun. You brought so many new comments in, so many more people commenting than we've ever had before. So Mike, I got to thank you so much for that, because you don't understand. We get paid by the comments, Mike. So you're just helping me out every which way you can. You're really showing me. All right, everybody. See ya.